Iraq's foreign interests are driven a lot by its economic and its security interests. Its economy is it's the sixth largest in the region. It's one of the fastest growing economies in the world. It's around 118 billion. And the political decision makers in Iraq are very closely intertwined with economic interests. The main sector is oil and gas. They have major contracts with the US, West, and Chinese companies. Their oil export routes force them to try to get oil exports through the Straits of Hormuz east and through Turkey, Syria, and Jordan. So they need good relations both internationally and good relations in the region. Their defense contracting, most of it is with the US, but they also have significant contracts with Russia, Czech Republic, and South Korea. So there too, they have a plethora of interests. So I would say Iraq, despite its internal divisions and differences over sectarianism, over power sharing, and over Kirkuk, and over Syria, in terms of its economic and foreign interests, whether it's economics, defense, or water, or electricity, those drivers push Iraq to remain somewhat centrist in its foreign policy. Until the Iraqis can consolidate their internal issues, they will not have a unified foreign policy. And until Iraq has a unified foreign policy, it will not be able to capitalize on its great potential to be a major player in the region, to build on its economic and security interests for the Iraqi people, and I would say for the prosperity of the region. For the regional and international players, I think it's important to understand the complexity of Iraqi interests, to be reassured that Iraq's economic and security interests are not aligning. We're not pushing Iraq to align with one axis against another. Unlike Iran, unlike Saudi Arabia, Iraq cannot afford to be simply on one side. The US should continue to be very much engaged with Iraq, should encourage the Iraqis, as the Obama administration has done, to resolve their internal differences, but can build on cooperation between the two militaries, on combating Al-Qaeda, and on continuing to build the Iraqi oil and gas sector. The US has investments there, US companies, but there's also Chinese and others. And if Iraq succeeds, that is a case where regional international cooperation and this growing economy will create more sort of common interests and more synergies.